Dave here with Half Dozen Customs. Thanks for joining us today. Today I got a little project that I've wanted to get done for the last month or so. I got a belt sander with disc sander on the side for Christmas, and I really got nowhere to put it. I got workbenches in here, but I don't want to take up any more space on my workbenches. I use them quite often. I seen one online that had some legs to it, and then it had a filing cabinet drawer on the top with the sander mounted on the top, and then the drawer was utilized for the sandpaper and tools for the machine. I thought that was a perfect idea. It looked good. I do not like filing cabinets, but I was able to obtain this one for free. So I had some extra table legs for a table saw. So we'll get these table legs put together. I'll cut this filing cabinet down to one drawer, maybe two, depending on the size of the table saw stand. We'll get everything all welded up. I'll paint it flat black. We'll put some red and white pinstriping on it. We'll mount the sander to the top. It'll be a nice little piece of equipment with a drawer to put some supplies in. And it'll look like it belongs in the shop and not just some filing cabinet. So that's a project for today. Here we go. Okay, so kind of put this stand together. Not exactly how it's supposed to go together, but the closest that I can get to this. So my filing cabinet about 15 inches wide, and it's 25 inches deep. So the stand, the way that I put it together, we are 17 1/4 wide by 22 inches long. So I need to take a little bit out of the width so that it's the same size as this. And then I need to add a little to the length to make it as long as I need to. So I do have some extra pieces or braces that go down here and like halfway down to give it more strength. So I should be able to cut some out of here, shorten it up, cut this in half, add one of these pieces in there to make it a little bit longer. I have some extra scrap metal around here if need be to make some extra braces down below. So I think we'll be able to make it work with everything that I have here. So we're going to start with that. I think I'm going to cut it in half this way, and we're going to shorten it up, and we're going to get to our 15 inches that I need. And then once I get to the 15 inches that we need, I'll weld it back together, and then we'll cut it, and I'll figure out the lengthwise. And then once we get it to the length that I need, then I'll figure out some bracing for the bottom. Whether I just put an X going across the bottom, or I find something to make another box down below. So we'll get it figured out. I'm going to start with cutting it in half first. Get some gloves and some glasses. Safety first. We'll find half on this. Okay, so I don't think I have to do any cutting or extending on this. I'll just unbolt it. I'll pull it apart and get it clamped at 25 inches that I need, and we'll just weld them up. These bolts are for my table saw stand anyway, so at the end I was planning on welding all this up and taking my bolts back anyways. But I don't have to cut and extend it. I can just spread it apart to where I need it and weld it up. We'll be good to go. Okay, I got it measured out. Hopefully it's square and level. You know, it's just a stand. I'm not trying to make it absolutely 100% on point, but you know, I would like it to sit level in the side of my shop over there. But I got it tacked together. I got a couple braces that'll fit here, crossways this way. I'll get those tacked in right now. Then I got some scrap over there that I'm going to dig out to make some cross braces to go along the bottom this way. Then I'll get it all welded up solid. And then we'll take some measurements of this unit here and we'll start cutting on that. So I got a little bit of work before I get to that, but I'm just kind of letting you know what's on my mind. I check everything with the level, but there is no way this cement in here is level, so I'd just be fighting myself trying to do that. So eyeball it is. Where did my gloves go? Okay, I think I found a piece of scrap metal out of the bin that'll work. Nice, good, heavy-duty piece, too. cleaning it up a little bit. Hopefully I can get this welder dialed in. I don't know if it's this metal or what it is, but it is not wanting to cooperate. I never had problems with this welder. This is a great welder. Just go through, I'll clean up and weld one side at a time. Alright, well, I found out why my welder wasn't working right. I am out of gas. So, I guess that is for now, until I get some new gas. Then we'll be back at it. Have a good night. Okay, I was not able to go get my welding tank filled today before they closed. So I'm going to continue with cutting this. I measured it down to the structure that's just below this drawer. Marked it on all four corners. And I laid a piece of tape around there. Now I'll start cutting. I'll get this cut all the way around. And then I'll cut the rest up for the scrap pile and the garbage pile and get rid of this. I'll be happy to be rid of an eyesore. Safety first. Okay. All right. Not bad. We got it off. A couple of dents with the saws up. But other than that, I think it came out pretty good. Once I have some fresh paint on it, it'll look nice. It's just a homemade stand, so I can't really argue with it. Like I said, it's pretty much free other than my time. Let's see if all my measuring was on point. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. Little drawer to put all the sandpaper rolls that I have for this. There's the instruction manual, the tools to take everything apart on it. I measured at this point about 4 feet, give or take a couple inches. I figured that would be, if you were standing here, it's a comfortable work area. You know, if you're standing here, you know, your elbows are bent at a good 90. I'm not bending over. I think it's pretty good. Even with the disc over here, it's not bad. I'm not having to bend over to work on it. I think this will work.